Hey, it's Miss Kellie Michele here, and today's video is going to be about how you can take your long-term rental and almost triple your monthly rental income once you change it over to a midterm rental. Now, me myself, I have long-term rentals and midterm rentals. I keep my long-term rentals because they are in areas that basically would not work for a midterm rental because there aren't any hospitals, there aren't any universities or major corporations around. So that is totally separate. I keep that separate. That's just steady income that comes in on a regular basis, right? But my midterm rentals, I specifically have to find properties in certain areas, which makes it a little bit more difficult to secure and purchase properties at the right price, especially since the housing prices have increased, the rental prices have increased, so it's making it a little bit more challenging to do rental arbitrage. But I do want to just show you, if you have a long-term rental that's in a good location that you can possibly use as a midterm rental, that is going to be a good benefit for you. You could possibly double or triple the amount you're making per month if you change that into a midterm rental. So let me give you an example of one of my properties that I use as a midterm rental, and I actually own this property. I want to show you what I could charge as a long-term rental versus what I charge and make as a midterm rental. So here we go. Okay, so I am on rentometer.com. So this is where you can go just to check out how much houses in the area are charging as far as their rental rates. So what I've done is I put in the address of my property and I went out 3 miles. So that was the closest distance that I could go out so that I can find some results. If I went any shorter distances, I wasn't coming up with any results. So at this moment, but it's taking a look at the last 12 months and letting me know what rental rates are in the area over the last 12 months for a comparable place. So the house that I have is a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom house. Realistically, it could be considered a tiny house. It's only 473 square feet, but it's in a regular neighborhood, a residential neighborhood. It has a yard, a driveway, all of those things, but it's just a very small house. Now, according to Rentometer, the average rental rates and the median rental rates for a long-term rental is $573. So that's how much rentals in the area are going for on a monthly basis for a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. $573, right? Okay. So that's how much I should be able to get as a long-term rental. Okay, so now we are on Airbnb and I'm going to show you exactly how much I made for 1 month. Now, this guest actually checked in just a few days ago. So these are fresh numbers. Now, remember, I told you that for a long-term rental, I would be able to charge $573 per month. Well, as you can see here, this guest paid $1,792.01. That's the total they paid. But of course, there are fees that come out, which is why I charge a higher rate on Airbnb so that I can compensate for the fees that they take out. So I actually received $1,571.40 for 1 month. Okay. So we take a look at that and let's just pull up the calculator really, really, really quick. Okay. So if we take $1,571.40, divide that by the $573, which is the long-term rental rate, you can see that I am making over 2 times the long-term rental rate as a midterm rental. Okay. So this is the benefit of taking your long-term rental, switching it over to a midterm rental if it's in a right location, the right location so that you can make money. Now, this particular house I have it constantly stays booked. I mean, I only have a day or two in between bookings, and people don't book in advance. They book at the last minute, and I still get these long-term midterm rental bookings. Okay. So as you can see, there is a benefit. There's benefits of switching your long-term rentals over to a midterm rentals if it's in the right location, right? If you want to increase your cash flow, this will be a great way to do that. Now, you would have to make some changes because midterm rentals are going to be a little bit different than long-term rentals just because this is a furnished property. But it would not be that drastic of a change. You just have to kind of change your mindset, and there will be a little bit more management because you're going to have people, several people a year in your property versus just one person per year. But with those several people per year, you're making way more money than you would make off of that one person. So if you are willing to do a little bit more work as far as management, and when I say management, it's not necessarily management as far as making repairs and doing things like that. It's more management as far as getting your guests in and checking them out and making sure they are okay to stay in your property, and marketing your property on different platforms or to different companies. That is the only difference versus you just putting your property out on, for example, a Zillow or realtor.com, and just waiting for people to come to you to try to lease your property. You would have to market it a little bit different, but people still will come to you to try to rent your midterm rental. So that's a little bit of a difference, but you can clearly see there's more money to be made. So it's up to you. I'm just presenting you with a different option. But also, if you have a multi-family building, you can keep some of the rentals as long-term rentals and make some of them midterm rentals and still get extra money and have that stability of a long-term rental. So that is an option as well. But I am here just to provide information to you guys. I am actually looking into a two-family building myself to try to fix up, and I'm going to actually rent both of them out uh, if I get the property. I'm still trying to secure it, but I want to try to rent both sides out as midterm rentals because it is in a very, very good location, and I will be able to make a lot of money off of that property. But we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. I am going to be positive that everything is going to go through with this property. I'll be able to get it and move forward. So I'm hoping this video helped you guys. Now remember to check the description down below. I often post some free information and free links for you guys. If you're interested in learning more about midterm rentals, I do have an online course for you guys. So the link for that and information for that is down below. Or if you want to work with me one-on-one in private sessions, I also have that information in the description below as well. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video and this was very informative to you. Hopefully you could take this information and use it yourself or do more research. And you all have a good day. Talk to you later. And remember to like and subscribe my videos. Bye.